Hello everyone. Our next topic is the cross product in the EMF subject. In the previous video we have discussed about the dot product, or we can say the scalar. Now today we are going to look the cross product, or we can say the vector product here. So now if I'll assume there is a two vector A and vector B. So the cross product of these two vector can be defined as an equation form A cross B is equal to, this is the mod of A to the mod of B sine of theta between A and B and a unit vector an. So this is the standard format of the cross product of the two vectors, right? Here this is the vector A and this is the vector B. Now let's see if I'll draw a one paralleloid. So in this fashion I can draw it. So this is the, I can say, the cross product of the two vector A cross B, and I can say this is the vector A and this is the vector B. So this whole area is accompanied by this vector A and vector B, which gives the magnitude of the cross product of these two vectors. And I can say this is the angle theta between this vector AB. So I can define the cross product in this fashion, right? And here the other very important term is the an. An is the unit vector. Here an is the unit vector. Perpendicular is a unit vector perpendicular to plane of A and B, in the direction decided by the right hand screw rule. Right hand screw rule means that an is the unit vector, as we know, and it's saying that it is basically a perpendicular to the plane which is accompanied by this vector A and B. तो vector A और vector B जो भी एरिया बनाएगा उस एरिया के परपेंडिकुलर क्या रहेगा, ये यूनिट वेक्टर रहेगा. सो जस्ट लाइक एन स्क्रू रूल इज सेइंग दैट इफ विल टेक सम ऑफ द स्क्रूज हियर, सो if we'll take, this is the plane A cross B, so this is the perpendicular to the this plane, so this is the direction defined by the unit vector an, right? So this is the standard format of the cross product. And the next we'll see, this is very important, and next we'll see the properties. Next we'll see the properties of the cross product. Now next we'll see the properties of the cross product. Also one more thing, because here we are putting this cross is here, as you can see, this is the cross is here, that's why also this vector product is known as the cross product here, right? So first property, if I'll tell you, the first property is here, is this cross product does not obeys the commutative law, or we can say the commutative law is not applicable for this cross product. So commutative law is not applicable. So we can say the commutative law is not applicable. It means that the A cross B will not equal to B cross A, right? So as we have seen in the case of the dot product, that A dot B is equal to B dot A, so commutative law is applicable for dot product, but this law is not applicable for the cross product. It's very, very important, right? And also we can write in this fashion that B cross A is equal to minus, if we'll take this is the minus of A cross B. So we can write in this fashion. The second property is that the associative law is not applicable. The associative law is not applicable. Associative law is not applicable. It means that we can say A cross B cross C will not equal to A cross B cross C, right? So as we have seen in the case of the dot product, that the dot product obeys the associative law, but the cross product does not obey the associative law. But we can write the distributive law for this cross product, right? So we can say the distributive law we can say for the cross product will be given as A cross B plus C will equal to A cross B plus A cross C, right? So the distributive law we can define for this, right? So these are the three properties, and I will carry on these properties in the next videos. Thank you.